Hi there. There's another Q&A. This is a question from Liz. Um, is it better to read up on an artist before going to an exhibition, or the opposite, get your own response first, then read up on the train home? Well, I suppose, I suppose it depends what you're going to read. Um, but I would suggest myself that if it's an artist that you don't know anything about, and you do happen to have what seems like a decent book about the artist, then read it or read some of it, before going. I always think, and then read the rest on the way back, or maybe buy the catalogue and read that. Um, I'm not a huge believer in just going to an exhibition and let the work speak to you, unless perhaps it's contemporary art where there may be no information available, or it may be something that the artist has chosen not to tell anybody about their intentions, and then the enigma of it is part of the pleasure or the thrill of discovery. But I'm very much a believer in knowing a little bit, and because I think that art is, looking at art, for me, one of the great pleasures of looking at art is that attempt to enter someone else's world. And as part of that, I think, if I know more about the society in which they lived, the city in which they, drank their coffee, if coffee had been invented, the politics of the time, the religion of the time, all of those things, to know those things, to say that you don't need those things or to need to know about them, to me seems a little bit arrogant and maybe almost enclosed. So it's almost the opposite of being open to the art, just to go and look at it with absolutely no knowledge whatsoever. So I don't know if that's helpful, but I personally think I'm a great believer in finding out and then looking, and then perhaps finding out more. And I can't say how much doing that for myself has in many cases completely transformed my ability to feel, at least, as if I'm really communicating across time with that artist, or feeling some sense of what they intended when they made that picture or created that sculpture or designed that building. So I'm on the read all about it, as they used to say. So that's my answer. So thanks for the question, Liz, and keep them coming.